Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
All right. Welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Honestly, it's been forever since I recorded the last chapter. I'm trying to remember what happened. I think it was it was when we got trapped. So, come on, please load. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens this month for us. Okay.
Rhea, please talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well. The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Alright. So, this is the month. I was pretty sure it was either this month or the next month. So, here's the thing. You are given a choice at this month, a special choice, but there is only one way to really get to that point.
It's time to...
I don't... It's been forever, so I want to make sure that... Yeah, you were in the middle of that. Oh, that was certification, not actually. Changing back. So we have that. Yeah, I'm gonna have you become a paladin. Because getting Aegis would be really nice.
A true no...
Also, that was ridiculous. Really? Really, Fernie? Alright. Okay. Now, I'm in a bit of two minds of how I want to go about this. Really? Really? Really, Petra?
I have forgotten.
Fine. So there's two ways you can do this, and then I thought about doing this, and I'm leaning more to one over the other. Either I make a separate save before the end of this month and just come back to it and finish the rest of the game from this point with this kind of a team that we've built. Although I will say, golly, I don't know if I want to do that because there's some characters that I don't know if I want to continue to use. I guess in the grandest sense of it, I could save it here and then just spend a lot of this time building up other people I would rather use. I could do that. I'm still in two minds about it. Alright, let's sell this. I'll definitely know by the end of this, so. But, to get the choice before you, I'm not going to show it right now, because it's one of those moments where if you do it, it skips the rest of the month. You don't want to do that. I mean, if you want to just run through to the end of the month, you certainly can, but you lose out on a lot doing that. So, I personally would not suggest it. So, right here is Edelgard. You have to have a C+ rank with her to get this conversation.
There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
Right here. You can come back and tell her that you'll go. I'm going to say I'm going to stay for right now. But you can come back to her and say, yes, I am going to go with you. And this will unlock that extra path. You can only do it if you have that point. But really, does she disappear? I forget. Okay, she does. Don't worry. I'll fix that. But anyway. Yeah, so you don't do what I did. You have to tell her that you'll go, but do it at the end of the month. Okay. Well, anyway, back to normal things. Don't worry, I'm going to reload my save and just come back to this point and just avoid talking to her. So, we'll leave it at that. Alright. See you guys at the end of the chapter. Well, not at the end of the chapter, when we actually come to do that specific thing. But, see you guys in a bit. Hey, just one thing I want to say. I didn't actually realize this until I went to go do some auxiliary battles. Apparently Hubert's going to be unavailable this chapter. Story-wise, it'll make sense, but if you are going to do what I'm doing, which is play out the month and do different things, I guess you're not going to do anything with Hubert at all this month. Alright. But, well, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up on that. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back here. As you can see, we're at the end of the month. Now it's time to talk.
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take
the
a
audio
few
advance was
days,
off.
but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb.
Where would we be going?
It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
Alright. Back to this point. Choosing to go with her does not change what part, like, what branch of the story you're going to be going on this point. You can still choose differently at a later point. And again, we'll come back to that when we get to there. But at this point, you can go with her regardless of what you are going to end up choosing, and you get a little insight into some things. But yes, we are going to go.
Thank you, my teacher. Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you. And so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world. The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Seros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Edelgard.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fodlan.
Edelgard von Hesvelg, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresfeld legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fodlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
The Imperial succession is complete. My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, when the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister.
Are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
No! How can this be? I... understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear El, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
All right. Here we go. We're at Lysithia's birthday. We're just gonna give her some flowers. That being said, though, normally if you just went ahead and did it on the 8th, it would go through the whole month, like I was saying earlier. So if you do want to do some last minute leveling before this mission, that's what you want to do. To just go ahead and make sure. Also, I did actually do that, so we'll change you back to the Enlightened one.
New path.
I forget. Duelist Blow is grants 20 avoid during combat if the unit initiates. So I like Alert Stance better, but that's just me. Also, I was able to get Petra to be a paladin, so she'll be a paladin for right now. She did gain a couple of resistance, not much. It was basically the same thing as Ferdinand. But she is going to be able to gain quite a bit of... well, she's got extra movement compared to her being a cavalier, but she also can gain a really good ability, Aegis, which would be incredibly helpful. Her current... okay, it's not too bad. I am going to be aiming for her to be a Falco Knight. I do need to get her Lance up a higher level, but she does almost meet the requirements for that. She does have a B Lance, so we're getting there. Alright. That's enough. Let's get this party started. Conflict at the Holy Tomb. Alright.
I am grateful.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine that any of these enormous contraptions are of this world.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our Creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne? So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there.
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor? So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this? Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty.
Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our Creator.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why? I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresberg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
Alright. See a little bit more of Edelgard being ridiculous. Yeah, it's interesting how it does make sense, like, oh, she's not going to magically change into the Flame Emperor's clothes and whatnot before all this. But yeah, Edelgard and Hubert are obviously no longer in our party. So they're on this side, and it already has her with the helmet off. So you actually see what she has. Not really all that much, to be completely honest. I don't think Hubert's here. I don't think he is. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like Hubert's not here. So, it's pretty much the same thing. You do want to be careful about who you bring in this, because it's you only have 9 people you can bring with you. So you want to make sure that they are definitely available to really kick some tail. Put that up. Alright. I'm gonna have you there. Have you there. I think that'll be fine. Alright, defeat the commander.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets. Open every last one of them.
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
Protect the crest stones. If they're stolen, you can get them back by defeating them. Alright.
Stay focused.
Now,
Yep.
as far as dealing with these guys, there's really not much. These guys are pretty much nothing to really write home about.
Easy peasy.
That's just my opinion.
Sally forth.
And going through all this, it's really just going to be pretty much a simple task. And it you just have to work your way through. Okay, there's that. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead.
Much needed.
Because I have a feeling that's going to be necessary. Not too bad, not too bad.
I'm just getting started.
Definitely the speed and defense is needed. Alright.
Sure thing.
You...
That's my cue. I won't go down so easily.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Growth is a part of life.
That's not a bad level up. Concerned, though, about what this is gonna do.
Let's dance.
May not be much, but hey.
Who's next?
Hey, not bad.
I am Ferdinand von Iron.
Definitely do this.
This was beneath me.
I will get the victory.
Let me just get rid of this guy. So, not too much needs to is gonna end up happening in this first round of enemies that are gonna be doing anything. Oh, no damage. Alright. So, yeah, that's the thing with Caspar. If you can actually get him to be an armored knight and then a wyvern rider, he's pretty much a physical tank. And he can do a lot of doubles. So, it's incredibly...
What a jump.
Really good combination for him. Alright. One creststone got swiped.
That is enough.
Oh.
Do you even know what those stones are?
We know what those creststones are. Back at the beginning, no, we didn't know what those were. But we know now.
I have an idea.
It's actually kind of messed up. Okay, so they got 3. 4. Okay. It's a lot less than what would normally happen on a first turn for the enemies. So, that's not too bad, actually.
Appreciated.
Alright. You get that.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Take care of you, because you're a problem.
You should be honored.
I actually didn't mean to use death. Let's back that up. I have plenty of charges, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's just use my asthma. Way better at hitting.
That's what you get.
Sally forward.
Just do a fire from Constance.
Fearless, as usual.
Actually, almost got to an A rank with that. Jeez. Well, that's unfortunate.
Stay focused.
Alright. Get rid of this fool.
As expected.
Put me in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you just take care of this guy.
Here we go. No one makes it past me.
Alright, so... Not too much happening there. Although that damage is not cool. Really not cool. Constance, you can run up this way.
Do you see where you went wrong? That's my cue.
Trying to think.
Winning's always nice.
Do I need to... I don't... Happy could probably... No, she misses it by 1. Alright. Of course she does.
Sure thing.
Because that's my luck. Alright. Get rid of you.
Adorable. Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Way to go, Yuri, with that little one.
Now that feels good.
Alright. Synchro-Stone. I want you to back up. Petra, you definitely need to back up.
I am Ferdinand von...
Yeah, you need to back up too. Alright. We're gonna take care of this fool. Oh no, I got hit for no damage!
I'd like to take it easy.
Have you back up and do a psychic heal on Petra. Too bad you don't have the live to serve ability. That would be fantastic at this point. Yeah, even Seraphim doesn't do enough. Golly, that's not cool. Really? I was hoping I could have some way of dishing out enough. Okay, so just do a silver sword attack. Hopefully I got enough aggro. If anything, it's going to attack Happy and not Linhardt. Because of Happy's ability. Her personal one, anyway.
I won't go down so easily.
Alright. Nice dodge, Caspar. Oh wow, you weren't gonna do any damage to Ferdinand? I'm actually surprised. I'm used to Ferdinand taking like 12 damage every bit. Because it's just, he's so squishy. Oh, all that for a miss. I don't think that's gonna happen here. That'd be cool if that was the case, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, got hit. Wasn't too bad though, thankfully. Alright, get out of here.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Almost mastered. Just 2 more fights and he's mastered Assassin, which is good. Hey Gaspar, need a heal? Oh boy. Yeah, get rid of the Imperial Soldier.
A grand skirmish.
Almost an A for that. Alright. You have so many crest stones, woman. I do know for maddening mode with this, I know the assassin dude moves. I think she stays put. But I do know that the assassin dude moves at some point. And with him, when he moves around, it's actually kind of nasty. So you do want to be careful about that. You know, Linhardt, you could use a heal.
Helpful.
Okay, I thought for some reason I
I
didn't
will
use
get
her
the
yet.
victory.
Alright, Petra. Take care of this, please.
Witness frigid pride.
You are not.
Gonna have to do this.
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
Because I'm gonna have to draw that guy's attention so he doesn't go attack Dorothea. And I need to get rid of this guy because he's gonna cause problems for Caspar. Jeez.
Right makes money, right?
And of course you move away, so I can't counter.
Perfect.
But you now have a lethality and assassinate, which is always, which is good. Alright. I think giving her a killer lance was probably one of the better options, honestly.
I'm surprised.
Okay, so Ferdinand, would you please hit him with an axe? Thank you.
How interesting. Think this'll work?
Well, let's at least get something out of this by breaking the shield. An Umber Steel? Alright.
This over yet?
Oh, thank you.
Heal Dorothea. We'll have Lingheart. Apparently do nothing. Byleth, we'll have you kind of move in.
Thank you. It's time.
And just annihilate everything.
Each battle
71 damage, because why not? Golly. I know I've got this going on down here with the plus 20 hit and 5 mount and then plus 10 mount with Gambits. And I know he's got 38. But jeez. That moment when you feel overpowered. That's why typically I thought about just doing Maddening because of how overpowered I thought I'd be, but honestly, it was making things a lot more ridiculous to deal with and was making things a lot harder to get. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. It was making it a lot more difficult to deal with everything.
It's over. As expected.
Alright.
Watch and learn. Allow me to demonstrate.
Also, what's with these crits with counterattack?
Should I have
Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Just going, what in the world? It's only in the 20s, yet he's scoring crits like it's 100.
As expected.
Yeah, that's right. You are gonna move.
Do you see where you went wrong?
Slowly. Yeah, you can hang out there. Happy, you can hang out here.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
Yeah, this is a weird dude. Especially with that creepy grin. It's like, what the heck? What level of messed up are you?
No use.
Yeah, just go ahead and use the Killer Lance. Get that extra point
Witness frigid pride.
into the lance. 'Cause that'd be important. Alright. Do I deal with you with her? Oh, I could totally do it. Yeah, let's do it. What? I'm sorry. Say what now? How did you mess with that?
Put me in there.
Yep.
I could deal with Edelgard with Happy if I have to. Really though? Really? No. I'm determined to get this done. There we go.
Wait. No. I was just following orders. I just...
That doesn't matter.
There's no masking my splendor.
I will say, making her a dancer did really help out with her speed issue that she was having previously.
Stay focused.
Because this makes sense.
Professor, I will make no excuses. Thank you for all that you did for me. In truth, no. Let's leave it at that.
Allow me to demonstrate.
So, the end has come.
That's the... Okay, yeah. Advanced seal. Alright, we're good. Alright.
My thank you so much.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
Okay. This is where I was talking about. You unlock this by going to see her get crowned emperor. This is the path that will lead you down the shortest route in the game. There's only I believe six or... No, it's not 6. Good grief. It ends at chapter 19, so it would be 8 more chapters. Good grief, my counting. After this. This is where you actually don't have someone in charge of the house who you end up with this choice of, do you go with Edelgard or do you go with the church? You're told to kill her by Rhea, but you're also given the choice to protect her. This route, I actually am blind going into this, so I don't know exactly what the chapters entail for this, but I'm protecting her.
You. How dare you?
My teacher. Thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure. Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
Crazy. Yep. This is technically her first appearance. The earliest you could ever see her appearance as the Immaculate One. Yeah. I believe that... Okay. Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Okay. I wanted to make sure before I did anything else. But, yeah. That is what happens if you choose the path with Edelgard. But that is it for this chapter. In the next one, we have booked it. And we're destituted and we don't have anywhere to go because, well, actually, no, we do have somewhere to go. But Rhea's not too happy, obviously. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later.